Hello, listeners. This is the NPG Podcast.
Okay.
So
Good
yeah,
talk.
that's it.
Good discussion. Good times. Good times. All right. Since Steven, yours is about gaming, I'm going to do mine. Just take a break from it.
Yeah, split it right up there. Spread them apart.
Yeah. Spread them apart. Mine comes from about a month or two ago. I asked you guys what you were looking forward to for the rest of 2016, and I gave my answer, Matt gave his, but Steven's answer intrigued me, and I didn't want to go into it because we're coming to the end of the podcast at the time, and I asked what it was, and you said, I'm looking forward to Magnificent Seven, and I said, why, do you like Westerns? You said, no, I like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I do.
And this, I shouldn't say surprised me, but I'm curious about what makes you guys want to go pay and see a movie. Like, what needs to happen? Like, if you're watching a trailer, do you look for certain things? Is it the actor? You know what I mean? And like, to me, when you said that, I kind of thought about it afterwards. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a movie based on one person being in it. And that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying one's any more right than the other, but that kind of got me thinking about this topic in general. So I'm curious, what makes you want to go see a movie or pay to see a movie?
Most of the time, in my case, I mean, it's if we're paying to see it in the theater, number one, seeing the trailer and enjoying how that looks helps.
Mm-hmm.
Being an established property helps as well. If it's something new, you gotta it's got to be worth taking a chance on. Like, I don't remember ever seeing the original Jungle Book. I didn't even see a trailer for this one. But the wife, she's like, hey, we can go watch the Jungle Book. We had these gift certificates that we got for Christmas. And it's like, we can watch the Jungle Book. I'm like, okay, yeah, it looks interesting. Turned out to be one of my favorite movies of the year. And I would also do it based off of maybe not so much hinging on an entire, simply on an actor. Mm-hmm. But in the idea of Magnificent Seven, when I went to go see, what was it? It was Star Trek Beyond. Mm-hmm. It was called Beyond, right?
Yeah.
Into the Beyondness. And I had just rushed into the theater after losing my orthodontic fucking Invisalign trays in the food court garbage. And I just fucking run inside the theater. That's it. Okay, that's the story. So
okay.
So I was just at the food court eating, and I didn't bring my carrying case with me. So there I was in the food court, right, guys? And I put my orthodontics onto, and I wrapped it up in a paper towel, right? And then I finished eating, and right, okay, guys, let's go at Star Trek and go see Chris Pine, and fucking I didn't think about it, and I just fucking dumped them in the garbage. And I'm just like, do. All right, let's go. Do. I'm standing in the line for my tickets. And then just feeling around my teeth with my tongue. And they feel different. Shit. So I hightail it back to the food court. And table's clear. I'm like, fuck. I go to the cleaning staff. And I'm like, guys. There's expensive orthodontic work that I just threw out. Can we please take this garbage can out and I can look for it? And
someone's wearing it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a dog's wearing them.
Yeah, the dog in a food court.
Oh, I don't know what you guys have as laws. We do that here in America.
Okay, it could have been a service dog. I'll give you that. So we had one of those at work. Somebody had a service dog at work. It was crazy.
Oh, I'd be petting it all day.
She didn't let me pet it. And you guys ever watch Night Court?
Oh, I love Night Court.
I can't remember her name. But are you aware of it is the question.
Yes.
You do realize that such a show exists.
I watched a couple episodes of it. I hate it.
Well, there you go. So I can't remember her name for the life of me. But the lady bailiff.
The old lady?
No, the black lady.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
African American. So she looked just like her, right? And not because they all look alike, because she actually did.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
No racism here. None of that here. Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
Move on.
All right.
Folks,
Okay.
he doesn't have to deal with
So-
this kind of stuff up in his country. They're very polite and nice.
It's true. See, I'm apologizing profusely. And you know what?
What?
I'm going to veer off topic again for a moment here
Mm.
and say, one day Canada's going to rule the world. Then we'll all be sorry.
Well, yeah, because every one of us is moving to your damn country.
Because then we'll all be sorry.
Oh, I'll be sorry.
Get it?
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, dear.
Sorry.
So I'm like, okay, guys, like I need this thing back. Like I threw it at in this garbage can, and the lady from Night Court, she just looks at me, and she's just like, lets out this sound. Then she goes and gets the bag, and she disappears into the back room. And I'm like, oh fuck. So eventually, she comes out with her glove wrapped around my things, and she like holds them out. I'm like, oh my fucking god, you are my personal Jesus Christ today, lady. Thank you very much. So I take it into the bathroom and like scrub it with the most vile soap I could possibly find. I'm like, okay, I'm not putting this thing in right now. So I took it home and disinfected it later. Exactly.
I was
So
hoping
there
you
was
would
that.
actually say you just put it in your mouth without a second thought, and then
Yeah.
realized once you had the corn cob in your mouth, and you're like, I didn't need any corn. It all came clear to you.
I made that realization later on that day.
Ugh.
So anyways, that was the end of that story. So, and I walk in, and all of a sudden I see fucking people in cowboy hats and fucking shooting rifles and men fucking single action revolvers. And I see Chris Pratt. I'm like, holy fuck, it's Chris Pratt and guns. So I'm like, okay, I need to see that. That's literally all I saw of that trailer. I'm like, I'm watching this movie, is what I said to myself.
Bunch of cowboys eating pudding.
Bunch of cowboys eating pudding. And I took a long time to get to that point. Wow.
Yeah, that actually did take a while. All right.
And would I like?
Matt?
I enjoy.
So
I
you
love
want me to
Arnold
talk?
Schwarzenegger as an actor, but I wouldn't immediately just run out to see a movie because he's in it.
Yeah.
It all depends on the actor.
Okay.
Are we talking about my orthodontic work?
No.
We're
No?
talking about your
We can
service
talk
dog?
about your eye surgery if you want, because that's
Dude, it's
relevant.
gross. Look up strabismus surgery on Google Images,
That's none
and
of
you
my
will be
business.
sorry. Yeah, I never thought of that. Strabismus, none of mine. Mm-mm.
Oh, I spelled it right the first time.
Yeah. Oh, are you
It's
actually
just gonna
looking
be
it up?
like looking up possum pouch.
Oh god.
No, it's not
Please,
fun.
for the love of Christ, don't ever do that again. That was the hardest freaking thumbnail to find.
Ah! What the fuck?
Yeah,
Ew.
dude, that was done to me twice.
Ew.
Yeah,
Why
I was
didn't
awake
your
for the
eyes
whole
not
thing.
look
I was awake for the whole thing.
Ew.
No, they
Oh,
put
why am I spelling still?
they put
Why
you
am I
under for that.
looking at this?
Dude, I wouldn't be looking at that shit.
This is just like possum pouch again. I need to stop.
Oh, it's horrible. But anyway,
Lovely.
so when it's a cartoon, I'm like, okay, go watch it. That's about it.
So it's just animation. Like,
No,
You're
that's
not-
not true.
okay.
But it does weigh heavier than most films when
why
it's
is that?
animated. Because I'm a kid. I never grew
Well,
up.
there has to be. Okay, well, we're all kids here. We all like cartoons and superheroes and shit. But what is it about an animated cartoon that draws you in more than, say, live action?
I would say because anything could happen. Like when you're watching I can't remember the guy's name. The guy who did Princess Mononoke.
Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Thank you. But when you're watching his films and, a crazy fucking demon comes out of the ground and greets you and, offers you pudding.
You shoot
just
it in
like,
the
oh, okay.
face.
No.
Oh.
In a live action movie, you would. But in one of those movies, you're just like, if it's animated, it's like it's part of the world. It's whimsy.
Yep, exactly. I was about to say whimsy.
Whimsy. That's the next or fourth time it's been brought up there.
Yep.
But
That's the word
this
of
is
the
the
day.
whimsical show. And
We
the
like to
number's 3.
frolic.
But actually, what draws me to a movie more than anything else is topic.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about actors, and I've always been really, really, really bad about knowing actors. I'm horrible with actors.
Mm-hmm.
It took many people explaining who Brad Pitt or the movies Brad Pitt has been in for me to finally understand who he is. I recognize him a bit, but I will never recognize his face if he's in a new movie,
Mm-hmm.
unless somebody tells me, "Oh, that's Brad Pitt. Oh, that's the Fight Club guy." All right. I mean, unless it's Bruce Willis or Arnold Schwarzenegger, I can hardly recognize anymore. But Bruce Willis or what's her name? The Resident Evil and Fifth Element chick.
Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich. Yeah, if it's her, I'll recognize her. But it's hard for me to pinpoint actors. So the topic, if it's like a sci-fi topic, I'm gonna be more geared towards it. If it's a space topic, I'm gonna be more geared towards it.
Well, Brian, you know me, like I'm very actor oriented.
Right. No, sure, and that's fine. Like I thought about it, and I was like, I like Benedict Cumberbatch, but it wasn't because I picked out I just happened to see these movies with him in it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like one particular thing about the actor that got me hooked to want to see more of their work. But in general, I don't know, man. We sit here and we kind of bitch about how there's no more original ideas anymore, but in the same vein, when you're only working with so much amount of money, you have to pick wisely. And unfortunately, the last couple of years, it's been that Star Wars or Marvel movie or DC movie or whatever the case may be, and not the smaller films, because you don't know, and that's the problem. Is like I would love to like every movie. Well, not every movie. A lot of movies interest me. There's this movie coming out called The Accountant. Like, I really want to see that. But
Oh yeah, that looked really good.
But I need to save my money for Doctor Strange. That's where the problem lies for me. It's not about, something that appeals to me most of the time, because a lot of movies appeal to me because I just like film in general, which is a blessing and a curse at the same point. But I have to, like, when you said existing properties, I was like, fuck, God, I'm the problem.
Well, if it's like a sequel to something I've already seen, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll continue this story.
Yeah, no, there's that too.
Like The Truman Show 2.
Oh yeah,
there you go. The Two-Man Show.
And that's another thing. If it didn't have Jim Carrey, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd still want to go see it because I love The Truman Show. I love that topic.
That's great. That's a great movie.
But if they did a third Ace Ventura movie, would you watch that?
If Jim Carrey was in it.
Oh, that, yeah.
But if he wasn't,
that would be.
If he wasn't, no.
Because I don't think Ace Ventura: Pet Detective really held any merit of its own as far as the story goes. It was Jim Carrey that made that film.
Right.
It was basically Jim Carrey being an ass.
Yeah.
Like every single one of his movies, it was in that era.
Yeah.
And Paula or something.
What is it?
Oh, you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay? You all right, Matt? You had a stroke?
What?
Are you smelling
you
toast?
Are
you okay?
Somebody else who knows the smelling toast thing. Every time I say that, people are like, "What? What are you talking about smelling toast?"
I know about that.
I like toast.
I just really like toast.
You don't smell it? Like, fuck.
You should make up something random. Like, are you smelling Cinnamon Toast Crunch right now?
Oh, it's like that one comedian who talks about, if I'm not really all for suicide, but if I ever was, I just walk into like a restaurant and would yell something really crazy and then off myself, like run in there and go,
"Someone
who farted?"
Yep, I saw that.
Oh my God, guys! Did somebody fart? Who farted? Nobody smelled. Nobody breathed. That guy killed himself.
This guy killed himself because somebody farted. Don't get away.
So I guess we had a little bit of internet glitch, but what I said was Ace Ventura held no merit of a story on its own. It was Jim Carrey that made that movie. I couldn't even tell you what the hell the story was. I think there was a dolphin or a koala or something involved. I don't remember the story on either one.
What do you want to talk
I remember
Snowflake? Do you know him? To call you at home?
That's right. I remember Cannibal Corpse is in there. Like a glove. It's all those one-liners too.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's the one of it. That's what you really need to remember.
They appear.
Alrighty then.
All right, we can do this all day.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's who we are.
That's who we are. Like Jim Carrey, who doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. Let's just dive right back into that one.
Smoking.
Yeah. Oh, Can I just say I really like The Mask.
Yeah, we watched
Yeah,
it again
same.
recently.
And if you ever really like The Mask, watch The Mask 2 and you will hate life.
No, I'm never
You
going to watch
really
that
like
movie
The Mask. Then fucking kill yourself before you watch.
Yeah.
Oh my. then there was like a third one when the baby gets it or something. I don't know.
No, that's
I'm
the
not.
second one.
Yeah.
That was the second one. I
Yeah,
watched
there's
the
like
second
two.
one.
No, there was a third one. There was Son of the Mask.
No, that was the
Son
second
of the Mask. Yeah, where the baby gets it.
one. No, that was the second one.
Yeah. The second one, the baby gets it for a brief moment, but not the whole thing.
Oh.
The baby does the whole like the dog does. Like
Yeah.
it saves the day.
Recycled script plot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was the second one.
That's what I'm saying.
Son of the
was
Mask.
I didn't think there was
Yeah,
a
you're
third
right.
one because the second one was so fucking terrible. Nobody went to go see it.
Jamie Kennedy was in
Yep.
it. At the same time. Who?
It was. I'll be damned. That was the same film. I don't know why I thought there was the third one. Maybe it's because
Third Ace Ventura because that was the kid.
I think it was in my head that I really wanted that movie not to exist, so I pretended that what I watched was a third film that never existed. And maybe
It's
I've
all a
merged
dream.
the first film. Yeah, it's all a dream, all fake. But yeah, that's the only way I'm going to spend my money is if I'm gripped in the story.
Yeah, but how do you know though? You know, that's the thing for me.
Oh no, solely on reading synopsis of it.
Okay.
Like Avatar, I still haven't seen that movie because
Just don't.
even though
bother.
it's a
fine.
space kind of film, it just looked ridiculous. I was like, no, I'm not watching this.
Okay, and this is going to be very shallow of me to say. Avatar. They're making like 3 or 4 more of these fucking movies apparently.
Oh no.
I didn't get into Avatar because of one thing. And one of those things that just completely took me out. In the movie, they're looking for a certain element that's only within the planet where the blue people live, okay? The name of the
But it
element
gotta be blue.
the name of the element is called unobtainium.
That's where that's from.
Unobtainium.
I keep
Unobtainium.
hearing that, and I couldn't remember where it was from.
That's
but
why they're
it.
destroying this planet, is for something called unobtainium. Way to go, James Cameron.
There was
Did
something
James
else there.
Cameron also do that Will Smith film with his son? After
No.
Earth? Or not After Earth? What,
No,
I
that
don't
was
remember.
M. Night
It was
Shyamalan.
after Earth.
Dude, that thing was fucking terrible. But you're
Yeah.
talking about shallow things. I hated that movie because they try to do this like 5,000 years in the future what humans' accents would be like. And
Yeah.
it was horrible.
I think they did that already in the Time Machine.
Anyway, Avatar, like it looks pretty, but other than that, it's like unobtainium. Are you fucking serious? Okay, all right, sure.
Unobtainium.
Whatever.
What a
Steven,
joke.
moving on. What's going on, everybody? Brian here with the Nerd Theory channel and MPG podcast. If you like what you saw, please support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/nerdtheory.